it might be rather difficult here for Yoe, right? Even as the TA, sure, you can rely on that refraction to kind of give you that extra HP, or rather just armor, but well, Moon's just going to be able to whack away and eventually get those layers of refraction off. And speaking of, right now, top lane, Xiao Yu, he's the one in trouble, and he's going to drop straight off the bat.
He's always looking for that potential in mid, and he's still hanging around here, Mikey.
I mean, why the hell not? Refraction's gone again. This time Earth Spike is going to land, and he's got the Hex follow-up, and that'll be Moon to take another kill, rather the first one for himself.
Yeah, he's got the CS lead, he's got a ton of denies. He always been investing a lot in getting D-wards off from his supports to open up the small camp. He hasn't been really able to clear it out, or at least stack it up in between waves as well. There is a bit of movement out from Playhard. They do manage to find the Bane at the least.
Won't go too far. Leave it be this time around as Arthur. He'll go back to stack for the team. Speaking of stacking, I expect many to be made here for our TA in the mid lane, though bot lane, Raging Potato. Gonna find himself in trouble again with the Sonic Wave out. That'll be more than enough from Young God.
And getting a lot of farm. They're making moves on Young God again.
They are. Young God, there's your Ravage out Raging. He will not play any games. And John, would you believe it? Arthur's here. Meanwhile, top lane, Febby, he does end up dropping a Roger. Xiao Yu trying to find a trade, but is unable to find anything on this Darks here. And Raging on the Tide, he should be able to successfully just hold on this. Though Young God, he's going to try and move in and get some damage out. Play hard or move into boot. They'll go in with the Iron Shots and just try to burn him down slowly. They'll even drop the wall, and with the Sonic Wave, they'll have enough. Nobody rotating to help out poor old Raging Potato.
He is still getting the jungle opened up for him. You just have to watch SMG as they keeping up the space here.
Yeah, they've got a Fiend script, John. Roger, he'll move in and set up, and Young God just way out of position. Meanwhile, mid lane, Raging, he's going to be chased down. Ravager's out, though. They might go for a fight. Fu with a double Earth Spike again. They'll commit the overgrowth. They'll keep trying. Play hard. How deep can you go, Saw? He'll get fingered up, Raging. He'll finally end up dropping.
It's a kill you'll take, because that actually does stop the push as well from TNC being man down and all.
Maybe this time around it has gone too far as the trap. We'll slow him up, and Febby, he'll move in. You've still got help around. Ooh. Vacuum Wall is there. It's a decent one, Arfu. He's trapped up a mid one. He'll rotate in as well. Maybe they do want the fight, but they want Febby first. They're not going to be able to find him. So Yoe, he'll move back in onto Moon. That's a lot of damage up of Moon. Has he gone too far? It does seem like he has, as TNC does take down the leaner. And with that, they might be able to slowly move into that mid-tier 1 tower. And this kind of draft that you are expecting to be rather aggressive is starting to make their moves. They even go for more now. Roger, he's been caught out on the Bane, but Arfu's there. Sonic Wave out is going to confirm the kill, but that's going to be enough. The kill onto that Bane. Mind you, they are still yet to find that mid-tier 1 tower. For now, though, they found Raging Potato, but he's going to turn around back in onto Play Hard, just fighting over that power room, but it's an illusion. Moon already dropping so darn low, but he's going to be able to run his way out, and now the Ravage comes in, Raging. Laguna, Febby's already gone. Play Hard, he'll be the second. Can they find more? They'll keep trying to go onto the Tide, but TNC's going to get double stunned up by Moon, and now Xiao Yu's going to drop. That'll be a third for Moon as a triple kill comes out. Absolutely. You've got that Ravage available, so Raging, he can move in for the team on the front lines, and Xiao Yu, he might be spotted soon. Raging's looking for that angle. He doesn't have a blink, but he's almost baiting them, just inviting them forward. They'll try to blow him up in time. Now the Ravage comes out. He's got 5 targets with the Ravage. They'll blow up one in the form of Xiao Yu, but they're going to jump in with their Quap. But who do they get? It's going to be Arfu first for the side of SMG, but now Play Hard. He'll be chased down. In fact, never mind Play Hard. They want Young God, but they'll go back for the Tiny instead. That'll be Play Hard gone. Moon, he barely runs out with his life intact. TNC may have been able to rush Roshan. Arfu, though, going to move in onto the Quapper. Play Hard is going to be there with a great avalanche toss. That'll be one to go. Moon, he's forced to pop that BKB to run. And now perhaps you really can go Roshan. SMG still looking for that spot for the major that could or could not be happening. We don't know yet, John. Something's happening. Yoet, he'll take the Aegis for himself. Meanwhile, bot lane, tier 2 tower, they'll rotate as Play Hard. He's out with the smoke, but he has the blink up. Moon has been spotted, and the avalanche toss will be there. Into the Sonic Wave. Moon, though, he's still alive, and now the Fiend's grip. Roger, he saved the day for now, but Moon, he is still a man on the run, and he is not going to make it. Roger, now, he might just be the second sacrifice, and he will be. Xiao Yu to pick up a double. They've also got the Ags up on Raging John. One of my personal favorite Aghanims that you can buy. The AoE Gush. Very, very annoying to deal with throughout these team fights, and just great for overall just split pushing these lanes. As mid lane, Arfu is going to make the jump in. They've got Playhard to start. Finger committed with the Laguna Blade, but Playhard, he is still alive. They'll even throw the Fey Grenade in just in case, but Roger in the meantime, he's going to die to Yoe. Still, they'll set up. Onto Xiao Yu they go, and they'll get a second. The SMG still more than happy to fight. They've got the Ravage up on Raging. They want to try and get that committed. Arfu trying to find an angle. Nice gush through. We'll give the vision on Yoe, but he is still able to blink away. So SMG, they can go after that mid-tier 2 tower.
And kind of build off from there when it's up. And yeah, they'll just get started. You've got a lot of damage on TB. Full charge Metamorphosis. Someone's got to come in here to stop this push.
Tier 3 tower is going to be dropping rather fast. I mean, TNC can't just rely on that living armor. They've got to make the jump in, so play hard. He tries for the toss, but the Fiend's Grip is there. Sonic Wave, Wall, Ravage, Raging. He's set up perfectly now. Maybe they can turn this fight around, but Young God, he's already found Roger. Yoe, he's going to try and move in onto mid one, the Sunder. It's only on an illusion. It's not a great one, so mid one who have to back off at Febby. He's in with the Overgrowth, setting back up onto mid one. They take the TB down. Maybe they can find the TA though, and they'll try to burst down Yoe. The Meld Strike, it's not going to be enough. Young God, oh, he wants to go further. He's not going to find anyone though. Roshan's still very healthy, so they're going to have plenty of time to wait that one out. TNC, though, obviously very strong right now with Yoe and Young God as they jump in. Avalanche Toss is already out. They've blown up Moon. That's the CEO gone. Finger out, however, play hard. He'll be the second to drop at Febby. He's out with the Overgrowth now. They've got Roger. Raging, he'll try to kite out as Yoe. He needs to escape now as the buybacks are coming in, but the Ravage is there. But there is no follow-up to the Ravage either. Zafu, he will get a nice Hex off into Xiao Yu. So they'll be able to find a Darkseer. Very messy engagement from these two teams, but it does seem like SMG are going to have first dibs on that Roshan.
They've got Axis in, there's no Ravage counterfight, but there's also no Overgrowth. So a lot of pressure on Playhard to get that blink up and maybe getting the Avalanche Toss to open this up.
Yeah, they're going to try and play hard. That's a great toss out, Moon. He cannot afford to die right now. That would be a dieback, but Febby, he's the one to go down as Roshan. It'll continue. And it does seem like TNC are slowly running out of options for this Roshan number 2.
Clean option for SMG onto the high ground. They've got the Ravage back up. I want to highlight something here, Mike. Look at Mid-One's build. Look at his skills. He goes for 1 level in Sunder, 2 points in Reflection. At level 21, went all in on the attributes. Just level 1 Sunder. That's a 120-second cooldown. He's just confident in not dying in these fights.
Oh, absolutely. Raging, Ravage from the cliff does land onto 2. Sonic Wave through all of them, but doesn't matter. It looks like Yoe is going to drop. Mid one with the BKB just standing his ground. As Febby is going to try and run on the tree, but he's not going to make it out. In the meantime, Moon's found Xiao Yu on the Darkseer, and that's going to be another.
They're feeling confident. They've got the damage on Moon and Mid 1. They've got the AC up on the Lina to kind of speed up this process as well. And just the right clicks flying out, it just feels like an eternity for TNC to be back up here to stop this.
I mean, they finally buy back on Yoe. Mid one, though, he's still more than happy to keep going, but the normal punch will be there. So they get the Aegis off the side of SMG. Gotta be 1. How far do you want to go on this Terrorblade without Metamorphosis? It seems like they are done, but Febby, he's going to jump in a lockdown mid one. He'll turn around, though, with the Demon Tail. Look at the damage output. Xiao Yu's going to be the second to drop, as now they found Yoe on the TA. Can they lock him down? It doesn't really matter. They'll go after Young God instead on that Queen of Pain. Mid one, Sunder's there again. He just will not die. Not on this Terrorblade, as they ignore the TA. They'll go back in on the Ancient. Mid one, still kiting, juking, and jiving. Young God is going to blink back in, and they will protect the Ancient. It is committing all their buybacks to make this happen. But so far, so good as play hard. Well, he's going to find Roger.
But SMG's been so disciplined to kind of split up, jump in with a tide first and clean up afterwards.
Febby, he's not going to spawn an Arfu. Yoe, though, he'll get the BKB off. Aeon Disc will be procced. Fingers out. They'll just throw everything as the wall now drop, but the Ravage is there. Yoe's been caught again, but they'll go after Xiao Yu first. Back in onto Yoe. Somehow Arfu survived through all of that, but he does finally drop as Roger now. He'll move forward. Onto the Quap they go. They've even found the TA. Just everybody falling for the side of TNC as play hard. He will be left behind. And that'll be a 4-for-1
pretty ancient, knows there's no buybacks, and he's just gonna get it done. Taps out.
GG.
TNC forced the call there. And SMG do manage to take that game 1, but it's a lot closer than I think a lot of people expected. Lane matchup does hold out fairly even. I think the Quap has ways of working the lane.
He's going to have to explain to mid one while he doesn't have some regen here for the TA is, well, nothing's left now. They've got to try and deal with this laning stage the way they are. It's a very tough position as Roger's going to get Bramble mazed up and he's dropping.
On that Dark Will, and they just look to try to burn down. The salve is there with a refraction, but they will honestly play hard a bit.
Yeah, nice melt strike in. They'll get a bit of revenge there on to play hard.
Once that Dominator's up in Xiaoyu, they can make the movement down bot, and if their mid still stands, which it should because of that Exorcism use, they can easily shift towards the mid tier 1 and make something happen there as well.
Oh, Ravage top lane. They've got 2 targets. Febby, he's going to be the first to be targeted, but they haven't got the damage. Alright, never mind, John. They have not got the damage to deal with them. Febby's going to survive. Arfu, he's going to keep trying to rush forward onto the IO, but now Yoe, he's going to jump in and help out. Raging, he will drop very, very fast and eventually will go down. Zafu, all he can do is just try to run. And hell, even Roger joins in on the Bane, but it's just to pop a Nightmare and just get out with Arfu. They kind of just miss out on everything and they still lose a hero.
Yeah, some big punishment coming out from TNC, starting to build up a little bit more on Yoe finding those kills.
With the tether movement speed, and that's going to be enough. They actually just cannot hold them down. The lack of control really starting to hurt as bot lane mid one was dropping low the whole time. Xiao Yu now will be slowed up. Mid one trying to find a way out, but Yoe is going to be there with the Sonic Wave, and that's going to be more than enough as Roger, he will just be the cherry on top. And that'll be the tier 1 bot tower to drop. As top lane, they are even breaking out into another team fight, but it's going to be onto Young God again. Just feels like the calm before the storm here between these two teams. Is Roger, he's going to find another Nightmare, but doesn't have the Fiend's Grip yet. Will force out the Terrorize, though, at the very least, is now SMG. They are going to move in again with Raging in the front lines, trying to find a nice Ravage target. In the meantime, though, Arfu is going to drop, but Raging now, he's gone too far. The team is nowhere near him. Thing is, TNC are just not giving the openings over to Raging. Or maybe they are, because the Ravage is going to be thrown out, but it is only onto an IO. They do finally get rid of Febby, but it is going to cost them heavily, as now they go into a Fiend's Grip at Yoe. He's going to be fine to just blink out. They're going to keep trying, SMG, but again, they're lacking so much control at the moment. They just can't really lock anyone down, and again, in the meantime, Xiao Yu, he finds another kill as Yoe is going to jump in now, and Moon's gone. There goes your Death Prophet as Yoe. Well, he's low on mana now, but he will stick charge up. He'll have another blink in a few seconds, but he is still going to go down. It will cost him his life to get Moon, but mid one now, he's the one in danger as Xiao Yu does move in. Mid one, oh, he's going to be saved by the stop out from Arfu. They'll give him the time to run as Xiao Yu does finally end up going down. And SMG still kind of kiting in and out. They'll try on to play hard now. The Dark Willow, but Young God, he's still going. With that OK Saber up, he's happy to just keep this fight going over and over again, but another nice stop out from Arfu. On to play hard this time will mean another kill to go the way of SMG, but now Raging. Can you find a way out, sir? It doesn't seem like it, but he'll go back in onto Febby now. The IO's in trouble, as Raging is somehow still surviving. Now the stop comes out, so Raging's out of there. He'll TP out right in front as Young God cannot cancel it off. Somehow the Watermetal makes it, but Arfu is still stuck between a rock and a hard place. They won't be so successful, but they do at least secure a double damage rune here for Yoe, but it may cost him his own life as they do commit the Earth Splitter with the silence out. Febby is going to try and let him live, but it's not going to work, and Febby now, he'll get the tip back from the CEO. Moon will let him know about it.
That's what you get for tipping early. You got to give it back, and no, Nightmare just holds him back with, and that should still be a dead IO right there. So they're just going to have to surrender it. Nice pickup for mid ones. They feel a lot more impactful in the early game here.
Oh, Raging's been targeted again bot lane. You do have a lot of damage there with Young God. They'll even pop the Bedlam here from Play Hard just to ensure it, but Raging, he is somehow still able to walk away at least for a second. Mid one, very aggressive TP in from our TA. You can see trying to find a way into this fight, but Fiend's Grip is there. They got Xiao Yu with a great silence up from Moon onto 3 targets, but that is going to be about it for now. Xiao Yu, he will drop. Roger, he will go down, but so will Play Hard as now they rush for more. They'd love Febby on that IO. Febby is going to be able to tether to Young God, however, and seems like he will be just fine. Doesn't seem like it. However, down to that bot side of the map, Raging, he's going to be in a bit of danger now as Young God has spotted him out. They toss him up. Raging again has no help around apart from Roger, but he's going to commit the Ravage anyway with the Fiend's Grip now committed. But where is the damage output? It's not going to be there. Raging is going to keep buying time though as his team does push in that mid-tier 2 tower. But they're not able to get it done in time. They don't have a creep wave.
Yeah, just good plays coming out from TNC. They managed to grab the gem as well. Raging did try to micro his courier in that downtime, so he really tried to stall out to get the courier in so he could try to sneak it away. TNC still comes out on top of that, so now it's going to be harder to spot the Hawks. It's going to be easier to spot the traps. On the side of SMG, though, still going back in.
So much damage into Febby. The IO gone as now mid one. They'll make the jump in. He still has that Aegis up, though, at least for another 7 seconds. But they're going to wait out that Aegis to expire. And instead try to get the real lives to terrorize. Oh, it's gonna land. Mid one, he just lost the Aegis and they make the jump in. Perfect timing from TNC. But can they keep it up? Well, they've lost Yoe. It's a 1-for-1. They have also lost the gem, it seems. The Moon is dropping low now, but they keep going on to play hard. And they might just find themselves a Dark Willow. Raging. Should eventually get there. Crypt Swarm, though, not gonna be quite enough. But eventually they'll get it done. Moon able to pick up the kill, but here comes Young God now. But a great stomp in from Arfu, but it won't matter. Moon already being roared up is going to drop and Raging. He's been left behind. He's only got Anchor Smash to spam out. He will try, but it's only going to just take him so far. As the tips once again out from Febby.
They need something to just instantly burst down, especially Febby. I think the IO is just causing so many issues and enabling that Tiny. In fact, Moon.
Yeah, I mean, he's starting a team fight here. Terrorize, though. They've got mid one. Sonic Wave out. The TA dropping so darn low. And Ravage was just too late. Mid one's already gone, and you're going to be lacking a lot of damage now. As Moon's going to try. But TNC are all over him. That'll be a Death Prophet gone. On the brighter side, they do at least get play hard, but that's about all they're getting. Febby to drop as well, but now Raging's been left behind once again. That'll be 4 down as they want the last piece of the puzzle, and they're going to find Arfu. He'll run, though, with the Ags up, getting that 3 BKB. The Young God's not giving up. He's gone all the way for this. They want the full team wipe, and they're going to get it. Wicked sick for Young God. Keep in mind, SMG, they do have the traps of mid one to scout out that Roshan. They'll make the jump in, though, onto Raging. Fiend's Grip is going to be there to save as the Ravage does fly out onto 3 heroes. They're trying to burst down this Tiny, but Young God is just so darn tanky. He's going to walk away with the Shadow Blade out and walk right back in after Moon. Nightmare, it's only going to buy a tiny bit of time as now the Sonic Wave does come in. A Great Ash will stop out, though, but mid one's unable to get the damage off. So Young God, he'll just keep moving in. On that Tiny, back in on the TA, and mid one, he just melts. Arfu, can you do it by yourself? There's no chance in hell.
Sort of a do or die moment for either team on this game.
Oh, mid one, he's finally been caught out. Young God will move in, but the Ravage is there Raging, and now the Fiend's Grip to hold down the Tiny, but they don't have the follow-up damage. They have already lost Raging and Roger, and it looks like Moon will drop as the third.
Boy.
We've got plenty of time without Moon and Raging. SMG, they are not going to call it. Not quite yet, but they are up against Megas now.
Their wave clear isn't that high. They just called a GG. They called. Like I think they realized they can't really handle the Tiny at this point. He spikes to start to get the ball rolling and snowball from there. We'll see though. Early smokes from both sides here, Mike.
I mean, look at the view we've got into this 5v5 team fight that could be breaking out as they do get the Nightmare onto probably the best target you asked for. They found Young God. He'll strength morph and try to run his way out with the Link going. It's going to be very hard to get away from this, but he has somehow made it as Moon's the one to go down. First blood to go the way of TNC. They'll keep the fight going, though. They'll try to at least find something, but an impel out from Playhard's going to mean a second kill to go the way of TNC now. As SMG are not looking good. Arfu, he lands a very nice Fisher out, but nobody's dying. Mid one, he is the third one to drop, it seems, for SMG, though he'll try to juke out, and he will be. A 3-for-1 trade.
When the Dominator's out, it feels like more might not be enough, although.
Yeah, they've got the Morphling, though. Young God, not quick enough with the fingers there.
They've got the Beastmaster. They know they can swing for that objective if they want to, but Raging's pretty far from that fight.
That he is. They still moved in though. I mean, Moon's around. Sonic Wave immediately committed out onto two supports. The Fisher does also land on Febby, but nobody dies. Everybody gets away as now a coil has been committed by Yoe, catching two into a great impale into the Ravage now. Moon, he's still going to try. Mid one somehow still alive as they get the Fiend's rip off onto the puck. Mid one, how are you still alive? Zhao Yu finally takes him out, but how much has it cost TNC? This mid lane, another bit of a group up. They are still just trying to chase down Roger. Impale is eventually going to land. Roger, however, is still alive as Moon does jump in, and Yoa, he ends up going down mid lane in the Ripper as mid one will keep going on to play hard. TNC, I mean, they're dropping like flies across the map here.
They've got the Ravage, they've got the Dream, well, they don't have the Dream Coil, but they can't make it in time, and that's a big win for SMG. 4K lead up, they can force these fights now.
They can. Fisher to land. They'll go and start on to Febby to try to heal himself up as now the Ravage comes in. TNC, they'll try to fight for the high ground to a great impale, but the Echo Slap! Arfu's in, and he just wipes them out. Zhao Yu, well, he's going to try to run, but there's no running. SMG, still very patient with those ultis ready. Look at that big initiation. There you go, Moon. He'll get the team fight started. On to play hard. They want that Nick stand. Fisher will land. Oh, they found Yoe again. Ravage is there. Zhao Yu, he's going to try and turn this one around as Raging just dropped. Arfu meanwhile controls up the Morphling and they've got the Fiend's grip. Oh, Young God to drop. It is not looking too flash hot for TNC. As Febby, he will be the fourth to go down and Zhao Yu's the last piece of the puzzle. They don't even need it, John. They've seen the picture. They're happy with it. They go Ravages there, Zhao Yu right onto mid one, but the Fisher putting a stop to all this, and now the Sonic Wave landing on 3 targets, they can't kill him! Mid one's alive, Fiend's Grip is there, they've got the Morphling again, that'll be Young God to drop.
True that protection in Young God, and he just gets bursted down in these fights.
Moon, oh, he's been caught out this time, surely. Impale's there, but again, the damage is just so lacking as Zhao Yu and the Fisher out, catching up 3 targets. Zhao Yu, he will just melt to the damage of mid one as now the Raw comes in. Young God, he's trapped up. They'll force staff him forward, but it's not going to be enough. He's another target going down. Too much he can do on the Enchantress right now, but just tank damage. Static Link is there, Febby. Oh, just look how fast he drops. Coil, no, Fiend's Grip just way too quick. Ravage is out now, but it's all too late. Moon's got the BKB off and mid one. He is happy to oblige with Zhao Yu to drop it. The GG's been called. TNC cannot do it. SMG will take it 2-1 over TNC Predator. And it was a very, very dominant game.